Hey YouTube, I'm Jeepin Bubba. Today I'm going to show you how to plug a tire. If you've got a screw or a nail or something like glass or metal in your tire and you're thinking about plugging it, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, whether that's on an all-terrain like this on your Jeep, or if it's on your vehicle, or if it's on a highway tire, or a passenger car tire, even a lawnmower. This will work. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind before you do it is it'd be nice to have an air compressor with you. So if you're on the side of the road and you don't have an air compressor, you're just going to want to make sure you keep as much air in the tire as possible. Hopefully it's not leaking too bad when you pull it out, but I'll give you some quick tips on how to do that. Hopefully we can walk you through that pretty quickly, especially if you broke down the side of the road. Don't worry, we're going to get you through it. If you're at home, just make sure you got a compressor and an air gauge, and then it's easy to kind of fix. Now this one's nice because it's right in the middle of the tire, but if it's towards the edges, you are going to want to just kind of take a little caution because you do corner on these edges. You want to be kind of basically a thumb's length in each side on something you want to plug, but hey, it's totally up to you. Just giving you a little word of caution. All right, what we got here, I got a pair of dikes, also known as side cutters, and they're basically my favorite tool for pulling a nail or a screw. Now, you could use a Phillips head or a hammer or something like that, but this is going to be your best bet in my opinion, and it's great to have in your kit. You can bite down and then pull out. Now, we're not just going to pull that nail out right now. We're going to go ahead and prep our kit. Now, you can find these kits. This is a slime kit. You can get it AutoZone, and you know, or your local gas station, whatever. It's going to come with the plugs. Usually it'll come with a reamer, and it'll come with a tool to insert the actual plug itself. Nothing wrong with this kit. It's great to have in emergencies. It's inexpensive. I think this kit's about 10 bucks at my local auto parts store. Now the kit I'm going to be using today is an ARB 4x4 accessories kit, but if you have a kit like that, it'll work as well. The nice part about this kit is it's totally metal. It's less likely to break. I've broke a lot of those plastic T-handles, so just be careful with what you're doing. First thing you want to do is grab the reamer. On these metal ones, they usually include a tool to tighten them. So just make sure it's tied nice and tight. The ARB kit comes with that tool. The ARB kit also comes with valve cores, valve core remover, valve caps, and things like that. It's going to also have the same plugs. This kit also comes with some lube, which if your kit does come with lube, go ahead and apply a good amount to it. This is going to make it a whole lot easier. Remember, lube's your friend. You don't want to have it kind of bulk on there, but you definitely want this thing pretty slick. Alright, now that you got this close by, the actual reamer, you can go ahead and pull this out. Now one tip I'll give you, if you're at home, go ahead and air up the tire as high as it'll go. That's safe. You know, this tire can probably hold 50 psi, but just check your side for your safe filling. The more air in the tire, the easier it is to remove and also install the plug. So we're going to go ahead. Now here's a quick tip. If you're on the side of the road, make sure you have this reamer really close by. We're going to pull this out. All right, air's coming out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stick the reamer in. And that's going to stop the air from leaking out. But here's the deal. This little nail we pulled out, it's not very wide, but our plugs are. So we're going to need to ream this thing out. Now, you don't have to take the tire off to do this. I would just roll the vehicle forward and make sure it's a place where you're comfortable, because you're going to have to put some force into this. I'm going to stand up and bring this up and just hold on a sec. Put some weight behind it. All right. Now you're going to want to go all the way through, and then here I'm going to angle this camera up just a little bit. There we go. All right. So you're going to push it all the way through, and basically, without pulling it out, pull it and work it back and forth. Wiggle it around, make that hole bigger, because we're going to have to try to fit that plug in there. And the better we do this, the better that plug's going to go in. So if you're having a hard time pulling it out, just kind of wiggle it and then push it back in, work it back and forth until it's pretty easy to do. This is why I like the metal handle ARBs. It's a lot stronger than the plastic, and you're not worried about breaking it. Try not to pull it all the way out because you're going to lose some air. But you really want it to where it comes out in and out pretty easy. And you got some metal, or you got some rubber coming out. Now, we got here a little bit of air coming out, so we'll hurry up and get a plug in. It would be nice if you went ahead and had a plug in your installer if you don't have air supply where you're at. If you're just thinking about this as a preparedness thing, let me fix you guys. Maybe think about adding a ARB compressor, or this is just like something I got at Pep Boys. It's a Master Flow or a Via or something like that. You're going to want to flatten that plug down. You're going to thread the needle, and you want it to be in the middle. Okay, there we are. Now, as soon as I pull this out, I want to put this in. Now, this particular kit has a little slide like this. Not all of them have it. Just go ahead and hold it up while you're pushing the plug in. And it will be difficult. This is where having some air in the tire is very helpful. Now, if you happen to have this ARB kit where you purchase it, when it hits right here, you know there's enough of it in there. But basically, you want to go until there's just a little bit of the plug hanging out. If you don't have this piece, go ahead and just pull this out now. Maybe do it in a twisting motion. This piece on the ARB helps to keep the plug in as you pull everything out. And it makes a satisfying popping noise. Kind of lets you know that you got it done. Now at this point, I like to trim the excess, and I use those dikes, and they cut through pretty well, but you can use a pocket knife, box cutter. Just don't pull the plug back out. If you don't have anything to do that with, don't worry about it. What this does is basically as you go down the road, it'll get hot and become one with the rubber, and then any of the excess will eventually just burn off. So that's it. Now, this kit comes with a tire plug gauge, or a gauge, air gauge, and I'm going to make sure this tire has plenty of air. If you don't have air by you, just try to limp it along or put a spare on. But if you don't have a spare, now you know how to plug your tire. You've done it successfully, and nothing to worry about. And this will hold the rest of the life of the tire. Nothing to worry about if you have a good quality plug and a good quality kit. If you like the kit I used, this orange ARB kit, I think it's under 40 bucks, right around $38. I'll put a link below. You can find it at blackberryoffroad.com. And if you like the video, please hit like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're into Jeeps and off-roading. If you're just a guy with a car who wanted to know how to fix a tire with a plug, well, I hope I helped, and I hope that you get off the road. Guys, I really appreciate you watching the video, all the subscribers and the likes, and as always, we'll be seeing you. Hey guys, still watching? I just thought about a last minute tip. If you want to make sure that that plug works, you can spray a little soapy water around the plug, and if it bubbles up, then it didn't work. You have to pull it out and put a new one in, or do the always sketchy thing and shove a second plug in there. Guys, hope this was helpful. We'll be seeing you.